let's get into the Charlie take on the iDubbbz situation.
iDubbbz posted a YouTube video that's become extremely divisive. I haven't seen people this divided on a singular topic since the red and blue dress debate. The video he posted was basically an apology for the content he made in the past.
He has it every time. He has it all the time. Oh my God, I am so fucking autistic sometimes. It's, you guys do this shit to me and it makes me so mad. Holy fuck. I'm chatting. I'm just chatting. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the thing that chatters do. I'm literally doing the thing that chatters do. Straight up. I literally never noticed. I notice it every time. I'm like, ugh, ugh, why? Yeah. Well, guess what? We're all in it together now. So suck my dick, you dumb bitches. Yeah, I bet none of you fucking noticed it. Half of you motherfuckers didn't notice it until now, and now you can't unsee it. Now you have to deal with that brain rot too. Okay? There you go. Have fun with that here. Let's put the captions back over it. Maybe for a brief moment you'll forget that it's there, but you won't. You'll be thinking about that for the rest of the video. Anyway, this is so unrelated. It's so unrelated. This chat is an autistic Ouroboros. Yeah, it is. Let's continue.
Particular, but just in the general creator space. There's a few things that I want to talk about here.
For a while, I felt like if I changed my content over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am and what I value. But I'm starting to realize that that is a very weak and passive way to, you know, run my channel and live my life.
I'm sorry to immediately come in here with the Phoenix Wright objection, but I completely disagree with the sentiment that it's weak or passive to change your content and expect people to see that as a reflection of yourself. That's pretty much the optimal way of handling any kind of situation in which you're not comfortable with either your audience or the content you've been making. By changing the content over time, you're changing the audience over time.
Nope. I disagree with Charlie. I mean, Charlie's talking about best practices. That's why he's the fucking commentary guy with 13 million subs who, you know, each of his videos get like 700 gorillion views, even though this is in the frame. It's in the frame. Why is that in the frame? Okay. Anyway, but yeah, but I disagree. In an ideal world, that's fine. It might work for Charlie, but I think iDubbbz did not want to do that. I like that he apologized for that. Like, I like that he came out and apologized. You want to know why I like that? I think I would have probably had a similar take to Charlie maybe a year ago. You know, when I first started recognizing that, like, Ian's attitude was very different. When I first met him, actually. Because I always thought, like, after watching some of his content cops, like, I always thought, like, first of all, I knew Anissa, and I knew that she was awesome. I knew that she had, you know, great politics overall. I did not know that she was also like Charlie, or not Charlie, sorry, like Ian. But that was the reason why I thought, like, Ian can't be too much of a fucking edgelord. You know what I mean? Because of her. And no, literally, like, I was like, he can't be this much of, like, he can't be what I have seen in his videos. But I was a little apprehensive when I first met him. I thought, like, you know, this is the guy that fucking says the N-word a lot. You know what I mean? He's the N-word guy. But then I noticed, like, he did feel very uncomfortable about it. He did feel very uncomfortable about, like, the things that he had said. iDubbbz literally said that people came up to him expecting him to be transphobic. Even after changing his content, people still thought he was bigoted. Clearly, that didn't pan out. He has evidence to prove he just can't change his content and expects his audience to change with him. I don't know why Charlie's ignoring this part. I think Charlie doesn't care as much from... I think Charlie doesn't care as much. I mean, he's a lip. Charlie's definitely a lib, but like smack dab in the center on a lot of issues, but definitely hypercritical of cops every now and then. I've heard him fucking aggressively advocate for workers' rights. He's just very Florida, but overall, I think, I don't know how to describe it. I think, he's just a guy. I don't know. I don't hate Charlie, but he's completely Reddit adjacent. Yeah, I mean, he is. The only criticism I have of Charlie ever, even though I think he's a very kind person, I think he's a very nice person. I've met all of the people around him, loved all those guys at the MoistCr1tiKal factory, right? I balled up with them. They're great. Having said all of that, the only thing I would say about Charlie is that, like, I think he capitulates a little bit too much to some people who are like very clearly edgelords. You know what I mean? People who do definitely cut racist content, or at least people who are very familiar and very friendly with people who cut racist content. Maybe they're not like overtly white supremacists themselves in a lot of instances, because there's a lot of like weird T channels and commentary YouTube spaces that are very center right, but he is a pretty good normie barometer. Cough, Muda cough. I mean, I'm friends with Muda. Like, I talk to Muda a lot of times. I don't think that's not what I'm talking about. When you think that that's what I'm talking about, you're wrong. That's not what I'm talking about. But Muda, like Charlie, also has some friends like that. Anyway, my point is this. I don't care what you guys' opinions are on the commentary space in general. I'm just going to finish what I'm trying to say. I think he's like a little too, welcoming for my taste, but it's fine. I still watch his shit. I don't care. I can get over it. If you can't, that's fine. Yeah, I'm talking about the D tier Keemstars and drama YouTubers, yeah, who are like just awful for the most part.
As well, obviously, right? The people that subscribed for your previous catalog of content might not stick around for the stuff you start creating when it goes in a different direction, and that's a totally fine thing. I don't think there's anything weak about just making different content and growing individually without having to come forward and share that growth with your audience. At the end of the day, your subscribers aren't your friends. You don't know them and they don't know you. That's the brass tacks of it. Sorry to blast the cold water in your face first thing in the morning. You don't owe them an explanation for why you're changing your content. You're welcome to tell them. I think that's totally within your right to do. But I really disagree that it's weak if you don't explain why you're changing your content. You can just make...
Damn, motherfucker heard what Ian was saying and was like, is this about me? Like, what? Everyone has a different way of doing shit, man. It's fine. Like, I think Ian's way of openly admitting that he has changed his mentality, he's changed his content, and addressing his past is perfectly valid and actually very good. I will say this much. I think that was more so for like a lot of like black and brown marginalized people that felt differently about the impact that he had. I think for those people, he did that for those people. He was like, I'm acknowledging it. My content is different, and I apologize. Like, openly saying that was I think something that people had to hear. There's a difference Charlie's missing. This is not Donkey moving on from League. He's moving on from the N-word. Yeah. iDubbbz wasn't saying he was weak for not explaining the situation to his old fans. He was saying it was a weak move to move on without apologizing to minority groups. I think so too. I think that's what he was saying. I think, I think partially that, and partially that, like, he was not. Gonna be real, Charlie doesn't seem like he's ever addressed his fans directly. Wasn't this video for the victims of the harassment and the idiots who don't understand he has changed? Yeah. I think the reason why he said that, the reason why iDubbbz came out and said that, is pretty obvious. It's because people still didn't fully get that he had changed his mind. That's it. That's why he apologized to people from marginalized backgrounds, but he felt bad about all the pain and hurt he had caused them. He recognized that. He didn't want to be seen as that person. And he also wanted to tell people in his audience that are still like that, like, that's not a good thing to do. Not good to do.
Different stuff and go in that direction where you're happier without ever really needing to come forward and like really lecture on why.
I think I should have the balls to make an apology video and take accountability for the mistakes I've made. So that's what this video is. I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel. And I've also created a culture of apathy and, I don't know, a lot of like cruelty as well. Like, you know, some of the videos I've made have been very, not edgy. I don't think they, you know, some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel.
It sucks to hear that this is how he thinks about his old content and his old self. It's always a very difficult realization when you look back on, you know, the you of a few years ago disappointed. Like, I used to be 5'6", and I still am, but it sucks to realize that I was then too, and have been for a long time. Point is, he wasn't happy with the content he made or the person he was, and now he's trying to apologize for the videos he made. And I, once again, have to completely disagree with the way he looks at it. I feel like his perspective on it is very warped by the way the internet has evolved over the years. The way he talks about this content makes it sound like he used to fucking murder puppies for these videos, which it was never that extreme. I very much would consider...
Bro, come on, Charlie. He was fucking screaming the N-word at people, dude. What the fuck? Okay, I take it back. Charlie's not the normie barometer on this, okay? Nope. He's the barometer for what, like, the internet center is, but no shot, dude. You fucking show iDubbbz to, like, a normal guy, like a stevedore, you know what I mean? Like a black stevedore sees the fucking iDubbbz video because his son's watching it. He's not gonna go, what the fuck? He's not gonna go, oh man, that's like not as bad as killing a puppy. He's gonna be like, what the fuck is that? What are you watching? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. No, you show what iDubbbz was doing to like a fucking normal human being out there, out and about. They're gonna have some opinions, okay? They're gonna have some opinions. Like, it's not like he was killing puppies. Yes, it's not like he was doing race crimes individually, but like it's straight up, like it is straight up probably like the most openly recognized unacceptable action. You know what I mean? No, dude, normies don't care about the N-word, at least rural normies. Yeah, brother. No, you're wrong. Nope, wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Also, black people do. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, like saying that was not okay back then either, for the record. Charlie's literally doing the shit that every 32 but mentally 14-year-old in the hate comments in this video are doing, Lamau. Come on, man. It wasn't that bad. It was the glory days of online, bro. Come on. Exactly. It's like, I don't think Charlie knows the cultural impact iDubbbz had. Either he's coping hard or he's actually somehow oblivious to this. No, I don't think he's oblivious to it. I think he just doesn't think that what iDubbbz was doing was like that bad. I think he thinks that the iDubbbz apology was like overboard. The irony, of course, is that I don't think Charlie would do that. I don't think Charlie would do that. If you don't think it was that bad, didn't you agree with that earlier? I agreed with certain components of that, but not this. I would never in a fucking million years say that like an apology wasn't warranted for making videos and defending saying the N-word and saying the N-word all the time in public. That's crazy. My point was, I would have differentiated between the harmful actions and the harmful toxicity that was caused versus like, you know, some of the shit that actually stood the test of time.